Hello everyone, this is Fi. I'm checking out Aggy Daggers. This is a game I've not seen before. We're gonna give it a playtest and see if we can give some useful feedback. I've got the game page open here. It says Imagine Video Games. This game is 90% shaders and me trying things out. WASD to move, spacebar to jump, and click to fire. So that's about all the info we got out of this. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this. As you can see, the game kind of this is just what it looks like when you run the game, and it looks like these guys just fly at you, and I guess when they hit you, you die and it restarts. That's what it looks like to me. Make sure the capture's working okay here. It is stealing my mouse, so I can't really navigate Windows properly. Okay. Yeah, it looks alright. So yeah, it doesn't look like we have any UI or anything. I can move around. Oh my gosh, it's very ice skatey movement. Very, very high inertia. It's weird. Okay, so moving left and right has this kind of lean effect, but it sort of snaps a little bit when you go from left to right. I guess even if you just let go, it seems to just kind of snap suddenly. The leaning effect just kind of snaps back into sort of a neutral position pretty much instantly. It looks a little jarring to me, in my opinion. But that's okay. I guess we also don't have like a reticle. It makes it harder to see. Well, actually, at the moment I have my mouse cursor. I guess you could probably see it in the capture. The mouse cursor is kind of centered in the screen, so I guess. Well, now it's gone. So I don't know why it was there, but oh, okay. So it seems like every other death or something, the mouse cursor shows up. But when it's not there, it's hard to see where you're aiming in this, I guess. You hold down the button. Looks like they just come from every direction. There's no audio, so it's hard to tell where enemies might be sort of spatially without actually seeing them. They come from every direction, and it looks like they actually... Oh, what the heck is that? It looks like they move faster than you do. Maybe they just have some, like... Yeah, it looks like they have like a lot of inertia, so you can kind of strafe them a lot, but you can't just run backwards because they catch up. So it looks like I'm just gonna like hold backwards diagonal a lot, that kind of thing. What is that? Is that Jofer? So yeah, oh my gosh. It looked like the ground just wasn't there for a moment. So yeah, unfortunately it's just hard to get a sense that something that can hurt you is like nearby. You don't really have any kind of feedback to rely upon in that regard. There's a short view distance, so I keep kind of getting away from these heads, I guess. Kind of hard to find things sometimes. So yeah, you die in one hit, and that combined with the fact that you know, these things are all pretty fast. They come from every direction, and you can't really tell when they're behind you or off the screen. Really easy to just die suddenly. Also, when you get out into these areas that are kind of dark, it just looks like there's no ground anymore. It's really disorienting. Oh wow, it's right there. Yeah, because you can only see where you're looking. You have a guy like this that just eats a ton of bullets. It's really easy to just stand there and just shoot him a long time, and then just something just comes out of nowhere behind you or whatever and just kills you without you knowing that there's anything coming after you. Alright, so yeah, that was kind of a good example, I guess, of just randomly dying to something that you never saw. Also, like, where do I go? I feel like I'm supposed to kill these heads. I don't know if they're based on waves. There's one here, I don't know if that's... That means there's only one right now? Or can I just... The fact that they're fast enough to just run into you when you're not actively strafing them is particularly hard, because that means you have to watch them all the time. If any of these are not on your screen, at any moment in time, and you can't reliably strafe to dodge them. Oh, it's spawning more. Because you don't know where they are. And even if you keep moving a lot, it's not enough because they move fast enough they can just run into you. So the only way to reliably dodge these guys is to have them on the screen and strafe them, which is hard because you're trying to shoot at other things. Like I want to shoot at this, and then there's some coming from there, and I don't know, like not really a reasonable way to account for every one of these flying things that are just start coming from every possible direction. So that would be something I'd focus on moving forward. See if I can kill this Jofer thing. There's something coming out of his forehead, and I don't know if it's just sparks or something, but I don't know if I can shoot it from here, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Looks like it's working. Oh my gosh, these guys just came out of nowhere. Hello, other Jofer head. And those blue ones. Ah! Sometimes you see them and it's already too late. Oh my gosh, they move really fast. So yeah, as far as the like it's already too late kind of situation, there's a couple things that can also help with that. Besides the fact that they move really fast, which is something you could tone down, I think, perhaps. But for one thing, the amount of inertia on the player movement you could tone down so that you can change directions more rapidly. So you can get into a trajectory that's going to get you out of trouble more quickly. Like if you see something all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I have to dodge. Oh, there's two right beside each other. That's one thing you can do. I already forgot the other thing. Oh yeah, the other thing is if you make the weapon more powerful, so you can kind of more reactively kill something that's about to run into you. It's another thing that can work for that scenario, I guess. So that if you suddenly see a guy and he's about to kill you, you can just kill him before he kills you. And if you have to shoot a dude like 10, 15 times or whatever before they die, then you can't really do that kind of thing. You have to start shooting them like way before they get close to being able to kill you. Really creepy heads. Trying to look around for... What's with the blue ones? Oh my gosh. The blue guy has some kind of different behavior, so he splits off from the other ones, and then I have to divide my attention. As soon as I have to divide my attention between different groups of these things, they're going to kill me because of the way their chase behavior works. Like I described before, that's problematic. Okay, something hit me somewhere. Alright, so it seems like we're probably not going to see much more from the game. Visually, it's interesting. I mean, I can... Apart from stuff being like really dark in general, and I don't necessarily like the idea of having a really small view distance for this sort of game. I mean, maybe if the intended final gameplay is different, you know, maybe if it has actual levels or something. And not just these enemies that just fly at you from really far away and that kind of thing, then maybe it won't matter as much. But apart from that, I think, you know, visually everything is quite intelligible so far and stuff, so even though it's all sort of dithered and limited color palette and everything, it looks pretty good, in my opinion. These guys stand out quite nicely, but only when you're kind of up close to them. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if this developer... Oh my gosh, I can't kill him in time. It'll be interesting to see if they have other ideas for where they want to take the gameplay. Why are you different? The blue guys just to screw everything up. Alright, I seem to eliminate the big head. They do eventually spawn more from what I can understand, so it seems like it's reasonable to try to get rid of these as fast as you can. Maybe focus on the blue ones because they seem extra dangerous because they're so unpredictable. But maybe if I can kill the big heads while properly hurting the others, then I could live for longer. That sort of thing. Blue guy. No. Oh crap. There's too many of them. Oh my gosh. Ah! That was surprising I survived. Oh my gosh. Trying to look around me a little bit more. Oh, something hit me. I don't know what it was. Maybe it might actually be possible, I guess, to run into the big ones. Maybe I just walked into the big head and it had like a collider that I could touch from the ground. I don't know. Something killed me. Even though I was like intentionally trying to look around and make certain that that kind of thing wouldn't happen. Alright, I kind of want to see if I can figure out if I can just... This guy has a collider I can just walk into. Okay, if I can get there before he spawns more. Yeah, it's not even that far off the ground. Yeah, I guess you can run into those. Interesting. Well, I'm probably going to wrap this up, but interesting to be beginning to something. Definitely feels pretty good in the fundamental sense of just shooting dudes and moving. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll look forward to whatever you come up with next, and I will see you in the next video.